What's up, guys? Hope you all are staying blessed out there. Hope you guys are staying safe. It's Cam from CB Tactical. I got another video for you guys today where I'm going to be talking about the Kimber 2K11 stainless steel target. And I just want to preface this with saying, one, I am a little sick. I am a little congested. So if I sound weird, that's why. Two, when it comes to 2011s, I really wanted to purchase one about a year ago, a little bit over a year ago. And I did a bunch of research just to make sure I'm getting something that's going to be right for me. And in that research, I did find the Kimber 2K11 had really good reviews. A lot of people really liked it. So I thought it was going to be really cool to pick one up. So I got one about a month ago. And I will say, if you asked me like 2-3 years ago if I was going to be buying a Kimber, I'd tell you you're gay and no. But nevertheless, I bought a Kimber. So make of that what you will. So when you get the Kimber 2K11, it is going to come in this bag. And the bag is really nice, mainly because you do have everything that you're going to need in terms of your optics plate, any additional fiber optics, anything like that. It's going to come with this. You also do get 3 checkmate mags. You get one 17 rounder and then you get 2 20 rounders. These magazines have worked absolutely well for me. I haven't tried any other magazines in the 2K11, but these ones have worked perfectly fine for me. So guys, I do want to start off by saying this gun is safe and clear. There's absolutely no ammunition around me. There's no ammunition in the magazines. We are doing this safely. So jumping into the gun itself, starting with the barrel, you get a 5-inch bull barrel that is made of stainless steel. It's fluted and ramped, and it also has a coyote PVD finish. This is really nice because this is incredibly easy to clean. Also, the barrel itself is very accurate. You're going to get great accuracy from the barrel. You also get a 10-pound recoil spring, right? Which just allows for the smooth manipulation and a smooth recoil impulse from the firearm. And you also have a toolless guide rod, right? Toolless guide rod is toolless. Surprise, surprise. So you don't need any tools to actually field strip the gun or do anything like that. I will say, when it comes to actually field stripping it, it was a little bit stiff for me. So when you guys do get this, I would suggest you do field strip it once or twice just to get it broken in and everything so it can come apart much easier for you. So the slide itself is made out of stainless steel and it's finished in this really nice Pro granite finish. It just has this coming out looking absolutely amazing. And with this slide, you also do get very deep slide serrations on the front and back end of it, as well as these lightning cuts up top. And these make it just incredibly easy for you guys to do press checks or anything like that, just because they're just so deep and easy to grab a hold of. You also do get an external extractor. An external extractor is really, really, really cool, mainly because with most 2011s and 1911s, traditionally, they have an internal extractor. And an internal extractor can cause a couple of issues. Mainly if you're slamming the magazines inside of the gun itself, it can cause over time that extractor to wear as well as to shear off, right? And at that point, your gun is useless. So you got to send it in and get it fixed. With an external extractor, you don't have those same issues, as well as it's much easier for you at home to service. All you got to do is just buy another extractor and just pop it right in there. When it comes to the actual sights that you do get tag fiber lock sights. Now, out of the box, you get a green one, but you also get an additional green one. You get a red, and then you get orange as well as black too. So you can change those out if you want. And they're incredibly easy for you to actually be able to get on target with. I really like these sights, even though I mainly run red dots. You also have a tag precision optics plate in there. The tag precision optics plate is cut for an RMR, so any of your RMR optics are going to work with this, but you can also buy additional ones for whatever optic footprint you want to run. I did notice that after my first range trip of putting this on, those screws did walk. They didn't stay into place. It got loose. So pretty much what I did is just retorque them down, and then I put a little bit of blue Loctite on there, and I haven't had them walk on me since. So when it comes to the frame, you get a very solid slide to frame finish. Pretty much what that means is that there's no give when it comes to the slide. It's not going to wobble at all, and this thing is just put together incredibly well. So the frame has a light rail, of course, and then you also get a ambidextrous safety on there. Now the ambidextrous safety was pretty stiff for me when I first got this, but after my first range trip, it broke in. I did also notice that I had a hot spot when it comes to the safety. I just kind of got used to it, but you might want to go ahead and file that down just so it feels a lot better for you and you don't get any sores on your hand. So the slide release is pretty easy for you to reach. I do notice that I have to use my support hand to be able to actuate that slide release. I can reach it with one hand, but it's a lot easier for me just to use my support hand. The mag release itself, pretty easy to reach. It is a little bit stiff, so when you do first get this, I would suggest you just run a couple mags through it, and you just press that magazine release, and it will break in for you. So when it comes to some of the parts for the Kimber 2K11, a lot of them are going to be MIM'd, which is metal injection molded. Now, a lot of people don't really like that because MIM parts really aren't as reliable. They're not as good. The way that Kimber makes their MIM parts is a lot different than other manufacturers, mainly because they overbuild them and then they file them down to be able to fit with your gun. So I haven't, of course, had any parts breakages or any issues like that. They've all worked really well for me. This is still really reliable in terms of keeping your parts from breaking and stuff like that. When it comes to the Kimber 2K11 stainless steel target, you do get MJD grips that are made out of a Kevlar carbon fiber composition, and this is incredibly aggressive. It allows it to stay perfectly in your hand, and even if you're wet or, you know, bloody, God forbid, you can keep your hands on there pretty well and they're not going to give for you. And the grip itself is very, very, very aggressive, just making this stay in your hand super easy, especially when you're shooting very fast. Also, with that, we have the trigger. The Kimber 2K11 stainless steel target has a GT match grade trigger, which has about a 3 to 4 pound pull. This trigger is absolutely amazing. It's really smooth and it's super, super easy when it comes to fast follow-up shots. 2011s and 1911s are just known so well for their trigger, guys, and the Kimber is no exception. So I'm gonna ghost the trigger a little bit for y'all. You have that wall there, very short. Just breaks so easily, breaks so nicely. Then you have the reset, super short reset. Just perfect, y'all. Absolutely perfect. No give when it comes to the trigger. It runs very well. So when it comes to the shootability of the Kimber 2K11, it shoots phenomenally well. A lot of the reason why that is just because of the features that come with it, especially the grip module, and also the weight of it, and then that really sleek trigger. Okay, so the grips, of course, they just allow you to keep a good hold on the gun no matter what, even when you are drawing it from holsters and everything. Super easy for you guys to keep your hands on there and they stay on there. The grips are just so aggressive and they just dig in your hand so well that shooting fast is going to be incredibly easy for you. And also, when it comes to the Kimber 2K11 and its shooting experience, it's just going to be the weight. This is a 40-ounce gun. The base model of the Kimber 2K11 is about 44. So it is a little bit lighter in that sense, but nevertheless, it's still it absorbs that recoil very well and it cycles incredibly smooth too. So when it comes to the reliability of the Kimber 2K11, I did notice I was kind of having some issues, and a lot of these issues were due to my own error and me just not knowing as much about the platform as I probably should have. Initially, I put 1,200 rounds through this thing. In the first 200 rounds or so, I was having a lot of failures to go in a battery. The reason why this was happening is because of my grip. So a lot of times I had my thumbs really up against the actual slide itself, causing the gun to fail to go in a battery. And I grip it really hard. I was having a lot of those issues because of that. So I readjusted my grip to not have my thumb so much on the frame or the slide and having those failures to go in the battery. So it's all well and good. I get to around 600 to 700 and then I start having more failures to go in the battery. I'm like, what the hell is going on with my $200 or $2,000 gun? So that was happening mainly because I wasn't lubricating the 2011 as much as I should have. So when I was running it around that 700 round mark, I was getting it was completely dry. And with a 2011, it has to be well lubricated for it to run well. And I didn't know that. So I did a little bit of research and I'm like, what the hell is going on? So I find out that I need to lubricate it. So I put some lube on there and I start running it. She ran perfectly fine. Guys, if you are getting your first 2011, make sure that you are running it lubricated. Also, too, I didn't clean it for my 1200 rounds. I'm going to clean it this time, and I do not like cleaning firearms. So, or very often. I don't like cleaning them often. So this is something that you guys are going to have to maintain a little bit more than you normally would for something like a Glock or a Walther PDP or anything like that. Keep it lubricated and keep it clean. So guys, that pretty much does it with the Kimber 2K11. Just to sum it up, I will say the shooting experience on this is absolutely amazing. You guys are going to get a really good shooter with this. Also, too, the features that it comes with are really, really good. And this thing just comes with a whole lot for $2,000, right? It's very expensive, don't get me wrong, but in terms of 2011s, this is a little bit cheaper for you. And then some of the cons are going to be that $2,000 price tag, of course. And then also you're going to need to do a little bit more maintenance when it comes to making sure this gun functions well for you. So just make sure you're lubricating it and cleaning it. Ladies and gentlemen, that does it for me. If you liked what I had here for you today, please leave a like, comment, subscribe. I really appreciate it. You guys are the absolute best. You mean the world to me. I want to leave off on some advice. I will say, take care of your body. Make sure you're eating the right food. Make sure you're drinking water. Make sure you get your vitamins and everything. You don't want to end up sick like I am right now. Just make sure you're taking care of yourself. You only get one body, and you got to make sure you take care of it. And it's also God's temple because God rules through you. All right, guys, that's it. I love y'all. God bless. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.